Boba Fenn, as a scum player, there are few options to be using in hyperspace right now, so you're going to be seeing a lot of Boba and Fang fighters, but Boba Fenn is the most popular heavy-hitting list that you're going to see at hyperspace trials. So I'm going to really quickly just introduce the list. You're going to see different versions of the list. This is my version of the list. I'm going to zoom the camera really quick before we start playing. So we'll do Fenn first because he's a lot more simple. Let's get him in frame. Boom. Fenn Rau, there he is. Cool. Dark Maul Fenn Rau. Alright, Fenn Rau. His ability reads, even though it's hard to read here, while you defend, oh that's Concordia. While you defend or perform an attack, if the attack range is 1, you may roll 1 additional die. So at range 1, he gets 5 attack dice, and at range 1 defense, he gets 4 agility.
Do you want me to hold anything?
You can if you want to. And then Fearless, basically, title for Fenn Rau. Fearless is basically if you are attacking someone and you're both in each other's arc at range 1, front arc only, you get to change a die result to a hit result. So it's very obvious what Fenn wants to do. He wants to get close and bother people. He only has 4 hull, and his actions are focus, target lock. Let's just get here. There we go. Focus, target lock, boost to a red focus, and barrel roll to red focus. He's almost always stressed. So Fenn, there's Fenn. Yep, cool. 73 points. Here's the beefy boy, Boba Fett. Boom, there he is. Alright, you guys, Boba Fett. I'm going to paraphrase his ability, but essentially, while you defend or perform an attack, you may re-roll 1 of your die for each enemy ship at range 0 to 1 of you. So if you bump, that means you get a reroll. If there are multiple ships at range 0 to 1 of you, you get a reroll for each of those ships. So he basically is passive mod / target locks wherever he goes, especially with his action bar. He can focus, he can target lock, he can do a red reinforce, or he can boost. And with a medium base, boosts cover a lot of ground for people that play Boba and people that play against Boba. They know how ridiculous he can be when he boosts, especially when he does a bank or a hard turn. He covers a lot of ground. I'll be showing that off later just because you're always boosting with Boba. So, Boba Fett, my list, Slave 1 title. It is an auto include. It's 1 point. Basically, you can always change your dial maneuver if you're doing a hard turn or a bank. It does not include talon rolls, but you can do it for banks or hard turns. Every other maneuver in the dial that is not red or a straight maneuver, you can change. And we have a bid. It is incredibly valuable. I think it's stupid that they actually dropped the points on this. I could argue to stay the same or got up a point or 2, but I will take it. Fearless as well. We talked about Fearless. Boba's not usually engaging people in their front arcs because of the risk of taking range 2 or 3 shots, which with 2 agility you can only do so many times. But the option is there. If he really wants to boost in range 1, he can then change a die result to a hit result if they're in each other's front arcs. Hull upgrade, because shield upgrade is not legal, so 1 point less, you get an extra hull, so now you need 2 damage cards to take half points. Contraband Cybernetics, before you activate, you spend a charge. Now you can do actions or red maneuvers even while stressed, so you could do a 3 talon roll, boost, lock, etc. Do any of those actions. It's a one-time use, only 2 points. Auto include as well. Maul, the other auto include. Almost everything I put on here is an auto include, and we'll talk about the one that isn't. Maul essentially gives you a force, and after you take damage, you can gain a stress token to recover the force. I would argue that it's not good to be doing that more than once or twice in a game because it limits you incredibly and it makes you more predictable, but still something you can do if you need to get the force charge back. And lastly, what I think is the best bomb to put on Boba Fett is seismic charges. It is cheap. You have 2 charges. You can drop it near multiple obstacles and choose which one it hits. And if it doesn't hit anybody, doesn't feel bad because 1, you have 1 more charge left and it was cheap. This will help your bid. This will help the less feels bad if you aren't able to ever hit anybody with your proton bombs. It gives you a bigger damage radius. Most ships have shields, so even if you took proton bombs, the crit is still just a regular damage because it hits the shield. Let me know what you guys think about using other bombs if you prefer cluster mines, which is 8 points, it's 5 points more. The only issue I have with cluster mines is it still doesn't guarantee damage. People can get very lucky Sure, the likelihood of you being able to roll out of one or two cluster mines is very low, but it's still there. You can still roll eyeball, blank, blank, etc., and not take any damage. This is why I take seismic charges for the bid, and also because I think it's a very valuable, cheap investment for Boba. So Boba comes in at a whopping 111 points, but if you see Boba with cluster mines, it's going to be 116 points. This list has an 18-point bid, so it comes in at 182 points. All right, so I'm going to zoom out. We're going to start placing obstacles. Andrew, if you want to talk about your list while we start setting that up.
Hi, I am playing the good guys. We have Luke Skywalker with the regular S foils and predictive shot. Not planning on using predictive shot too much, but if I get it, it's good. For 1 point, didn't feel too bad throwing that on there because my list is at 199. I don't think there's any point in just keeping that bid. And then I have 10 nub. Which is when you defend and perform an attack, spend 1 stress token to change all of your eyeballs to evades or hit results. Put a hull upgrade on him just because it'll take. Yeah, you can, but I mean it'll take a little more to get into half points, which surprisingly comes up. It can come up in a game. Especially that 1 agility. And then I have Lando Calrissian, which after you have fully executed balloon maneuver, you can choose a friendly ship range 0 to 3, may perform an action. Getting multiple actions a turn is it's going to be helping Luke Skywalker a lot. Also, it'll help 10 Nub get his stress token if he wants to do a target lock focus barrel roll action. So a lot of assistance there. Plus, Lando delivers some heat himself by being able to throw that turret, have a maneuverable dial, and throw 3 red dice. And then I have Leia Organa, which at the start of activation phase, spend 3 energy during this phase. Each friendly ship reduces the difficulty of its red maneuvers. That's going to be good for Luke kind of getting out of jams and getting into positions and being able to take the extra action. So probably going to maybe only use it once or twice a game, but that critical turn is still good. So my list comes in at 200.
200, cool.
Just going for big rebels.
Yeah, so this is actually a really interesting matchup against Boba Fenn because of Lando's wide firing arc, and the fact that he has a mobile arc makes it nullifies Concordia face-off and Fearless when engaging on the flank of Lando. So this is going to be a cool matchup, especially Luke with the Force. He can do double modded shots most times. And so we're going to start placing obstacles. You guys tell me what you think about this Boba Fenn list. Are you guys Scum players? What do you like to fly? What are you taking to your hyperspace trials this season? With the curated changes, there is just a lot less options for factions that I like to play. So especially Scum and Empire, this is kind of what I gravitated to for more obvious reasons. I will give you first player.
Okay.
So you will set the first.
That makes sense.
Yes.
And also, I am a new Rebel player, so if anyone has tips for me or suggestions, they are greatly appreciated. I'm going to go with one of these big guys here, because I do not.
Over the course of the game, just going to be talking about thought process, maneuvers. I'm actually going to be showing my dial choices to the camera in secrecy, so you guys can see what I'm thinking. Hey, I'm not perfect, I'm not that good, but I've played about 55, 60 games with Boba and Fenn, so I have a lot of experience and at least a decent idea what I'm trying to do in most cases. Alright. So you played
against Bubba
this one here?
I did.
Cool.
Is that one there?
Cool, so let's do over here. Actually, let's right there. And just wanted to thank you guys for joining us. A lot of you have followed this stream In the past couple weeks, we went from having about 60-something followers to over 100, which I really appreciate. I'm not in this for any sort of prize. We just wanted to record our games and be able to watch them back. And, you know, some people enjoy watching X-Wing games and seeing what people are flying and how they fly them. So here's that opportunity as well. It never hurts to add another stream channel for X-Wing because, hey, we love to play X-Wing, so why not watch games when you're bored or when you have the free time to do so. 50 plus games of Boba Iman. Iman is good. The dual fire spray list is really intriguing to me. I feel like, I mean, obviously you could never do this, and it's designed for obvious reasons, but if both of them have the Slave 1 title, it makes them both unpredictable. Iman seems to be more predictable because of what he's trying to do, which is hook bombs.
Right there. I think these are the guys are left.
And I think that's where there are a lot of issues with certain ships and certain lists, is that it always seems like you know what those ships are doing. Like Backdraft, for example, he's always going to be flying away from you, going slow to get 3 dice at the back. So you could use that to your advantage. Okay, so we placed that one in the corner. Nice. Let's do right over here. And Andrew brought smaller rocks, which is good to counter seismic charges because the bigger the rocks you use, the bigger of a chance that that charge is going to go off, hit a rock, and stretch way beyond reason in hitting and damaging ships.
I also have a large base ship, so I'm doing it because
Leonard likes to bank. So.
I don't want the hassle of closing off too many lanes. Or just
are you lads coming down to the Champagne stored champ? I don't know, Paul. I don't think we are. But I saw your post about the event at Titan in April, and Peter and I are planning on coming back. Titan Games is an awesome store. I love that place.
I love Champagne as a
I love Champagne too.
Town. You ever got to the Blind Pig? That's one of my yeah.
All right, let's do.
It's one of my favorite spots.
You're right there. All right, so you'll be setting up everything.
Yeah. Go. 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Cool. So while Andrew sets up, I will be engaging in conversations with the chat. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully everyone's day has been good. Are you going to Le Mans on Sunday or no?
Oh, this Sunday.
Did you register? You didn't. Right?
Oh no. I actually sold out before I
Still have a couple days.
I knew.
I'm going on Sunday to a hyperspace trial. Store champ, I guess, is a better way of calling it. It's the proper name now. On Sunday, so I've been trying to get as much practice in with this list, even though I've played a ton of games. It always feels like I need more and more practice with it. Bring big debris because Boba can fly boost through a contraband. That's true. I feel like the issue that I have with debris is that there's still a chance I can take damage with it. It opens up the opportunity to be that unpredictable with where he goes, but just taking a crit or just taking damage, the potential for taking damage frightens me with a list that just cannot afford to take any ever. But I mean, like what you did, like with Boba, I don't expect it, and that you can use that against your opponent as a big advantage.
All right. Well, I was wondering if I can start here and maybe go fast and try to go
Yes, that's 10 first.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You're good. Yeah. So
sorry, everybody. I'm a newer player.
Don't worry about it. People should not be unreasonable. There's nothing to be unreasonable about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so if you guys like to watch replays of games, we stream our games, I record them, and I just edit them briefly and throw them up on YouTube under the same name, so you can find our channel on YouTube if you ever want to watch some of our older games. I will say though that we've gotten better, newer equipment / better capture cards, so you might notice that quality isn't as good as it is now, but still everything looks fine. It's still HD, it's still 4K. So yeah. We are based in Chicago. 312 is the area code. For those of you who have not watched this before, in the city of Chicago, Dion Gold Squadron is just outside of the city, not far at all, but just outside of the city, I would say. And I actually work for Dion. I'm his video editor, so you guys have heard Dion sometimes gives me these funny shout-outs. It's been awesome being able to work with him. Gold Squadron is definitely the inspiration of the stream. It would be a dream to be able to get the kind of high standard quality that Dion puts out on a stream like this, but the man puts in a ton of time, and I very much respect that. So shout out to Dion Morales, Gold Squadron podcast. I doubt he'd be watching, but I know for a fact everyone watching right now are all big fans of Dion, so don't stop giving him love. He works really hard for us, and he's a dad, and he has a full-time job. He's a teacher, so hey, he goes out of his way to give us content, so can never stop being grateful for that. Thanks for the quick intro. Yeah. If anybody has questions about the list, again, I will die on the hill of believing that seismic charges are the best thing to put on Boba. It just does so much for you. It's cheap, so you can't feel bad if it doesn't work out for you. 2 charges, you have the opportunity to choose different targets to extend the damage radius 360 degrees around an obstacle if you're able to choose more than one, and it can increase your bid. Cool. All right.
Also, after flying against seismic charges, I would say that it forces your opponents to fly a little more predictably, because you know where they're going if they think a seismic is coming, or...
Right. You can, just the threat of dropping it is enough.
You don't have to. You can drop it. You can
this list wants to play mind games, and seismic charges are the cheapest way to play mind games with people. Yeah. Also, with cluster mines and previously prox mines, you had to boost over. You had to be able to line up a boost over somebody to be able to drop them next turn. It's easier said than done. So people that have been able to do that consistently are very good at practicing that. They've probably been practicing a lot of it. So you guys know some setting up Boba at an angle, trying to set him at 45 degrees in the corner. Because of his title, I can see where Andrew moves, and then I can slave one in one direction or the other depending on how he sets up his first turn. So if he decides to turn away, I can set up a flank. If he doesn't and he goes straight towards me, I can fly the other way. So I'm just about there. Fed, also good to set up at an angle, just because setting up at 45 degrees opens up possibilities of being able to arc dodge with barrel rolls or boosts. If you don't set up at 45 degrees, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it seems it's more difficult depending on what matchup you have as well. All right, looks good. Cool. Like I said, I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm dialing in. I know I've already talked about why I apply Boba Fenn. The fact that I like Scum, I think, is the number one reason. But I say for hyperspace specifically, Boba Fenn doesn't care about, I'd say, most matchups. 2.0 seems to have that factor where you have some really good matchups for yourself because your list naturally can counter it. But this list can deal with most matchups. There are a few that are very tough, and I'd say swarms are going to be a big challenge, but most swarms have low agility and not great dials. And if Boba and Fenn can set up properly and line up a proper engagement, because they are so far away, your opponent has to choose one target or the other. Do you go all in on Boba early, or do you choose to go for Fenn? I'm curious what you guys think you would do. What is your first target and why? What ship needs to be taken off the board first for you to be able to set up a good win? I think, in anecdotal evidence for me, when I play, Fenn Rau is always the target. It's because of the fact that Fenn Rau doesn't get passive mods out the wazoo. Boba does, but also Fenn doesn't have shields. He lands 4 hull, and he can take range 2 and 3 shots and take damage considerably, and can take damage fast. Fenn is much more at the mercy of the dice. So losing Fenn Rau, there are ways you can lose Fenn Rau in situations where it's not even your fault. You have to try to mitigate that. You have to be cagey with him. You have to bait with him. You have to ride him on the outside. If you see that your opponent is trying to go for Boba, that will be fly in with Fenn. Again, for the people that have just tuned in or didn't see, these are my maneuvers that I set up. So it's Boba's. Spence.
I don't know.
Let me know when you're set also.
It's not great. I mean, like, if you're cutting across for Fenn, though, I mean, you gotta have Boba taking shots at you. It'll be, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
but Boba
interested
can
to
always just go
see
the
how this
other way.
goes.
You can see everything you do, and then you can make the decision to not engage.
Yeah, that's true.
What's up, Dutch? How's it going? All right.
All right.
Ready
Yeah.
to start the timer? 75 minutes. Good luck,
Good
man.
game, yeah.
Let's do it. All right.
Let's see how this goes. We're gonna start with our B-wing.
Yeah, I tried doing Boba Guri, and Guri is very frustrating because I found that a lot of the times I was using Guri, I was just I was dicing myself. You have to guess right with Guri to really excel and be elite with Guri. I'm not good enough to be at that level. The people that are, I worship. But hey, I mean, there's plenty of time. Guri also not being hyperspace legal, RIP. It's tough to be able to play through because we're not practicing for extended right now. It's not the season we are in. Everything is hyperspace. So Boba Fenn it is, I guess. Lando doing the 2-bank.
Yep.
Love the talk through. Thank you. I hopefully if there's anything you guys disagree with, or you can try to be nice about it, but let me know, because again, I'm not an expert. I just have played 60, 70 games with these two. This list in particular, I played about 20, 25 games with, just because I was using Seavor in a different variant, which is also a really good list, but Boa was
And you
unsurvivable.
use Lando's ability to do a barrel roll.
Sure. Is the 2-bank blue? It is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's blue maneuvers with Lando.
Blue
right?
maneuvers with Lando.
You give someone else an
To
action. Or
execute a
yourself.
blue maneuver, yeah, you can give it to yourself. In this is like a point of order, I guess. Does Lando take his action first before doing the blue maneuver thing, or does it matter?
So it would trigger his ability first. You resolve his ability first.
Okay.
And so it's still, you can give it to yourself. So you're still taking your own action in certain situations. But
Gotcha. You could
if
do
you
like
wanted
2
someone
actions.
else, then someone else does it first.
Right. All right. Then his action will be
Focus. And the X-wing is gonna go one forward.
Luke. You need an S-foil token.
Yeah, that'd be great. Actually,
Sure.
I'm just using it on the ship at the moment, but
Where's my box? My box.
You get to fall open. Have Luke do a barrel roll.
You don't have any of these, do you? I have some extra Minoc ones if you want one to take with you.
Oh.
These are not the Minoc.
right. No, but
They're closed or open right now.
they're closed.
They're closed. Okay.
You go forward. You go.
Lando can give an action to himself. Yes, he can.
Yeah, ship 0 to
He's
3.
ridiculously good. Actually, with me and Nub, it's unbelievable how good he can be and how efficient he can be. Okay, so Boba will activate So it looks like Andrew is kind of heading down this lane, so it would be very bad if I decided to just go straight towards him. So I'm going to use slave 1 to teabag down instead of up.
Oof. So good.
Yeah, it's super good. Now I notice here too that we have this obstacle here, so it's not so easy for Lando to be able to come in. So because of that, I'm going to make the decision to boost up. Like that. And then Fenn reveals the 3 forward. I like to do this. I do a 3 or 4 forward with Fenn because I can commit to one side or the other side of the board. So if I'd seen Andrew come in, I could then boost down sway. I'm actually going to boost up. Or not boost, barrel roll rather. Not the same thing, guys. I'm going to be barrel rolling. And I am going to go all the way back. If you want Fenn to stick around and be a nuisance, you have to be careful with him. And there are 2 different types of players in X-Wing that I've noticed. There are people that are aggressive and there are people that are cagey. You don't really see a perfect balance of both in most games. There are always times where your opponent will choose to fly away to be more careful. Of course, that's how the game works. But if you recognize, let's say Andrew set up over here and turned this way, I could have done a 4-3 bank boosted or done a faster maneuver and get up here to try to catch him on the flank. Since he hasn't set up that way and moved that way, I won't be doing that, and that's why I did that. Cool, so we're back to dot. Yeah. Depending on how things are with time, if I'm talking a lot and taking a lot of time talking while we're playing through the game, we might just play through the game and just see where we would be at with timing over for an official game. I'm not sure exactly yet. All right. Sven? Say go to time and play one round. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an issue. I just need to keep that in mind in case, there is a lot to cover, I feel like, with games like this, especially with breaking down a list that is super unpredictable. All right. This is what I'm thinking with Boba. So let's see if I can focus in on that dial. Autofocus for the win. There we go. So what, all right, because I'm talking to you guys already and I've been running my mouth, what is the toughest matchup you have seen in hyperspace so far? Or what do you think is the toughest matchup? This is obviously one of them, right? It might not be the toughest for your list, but there is a reason why this is being played so much. There's a reason why Boba Fett is seen everywhere right now. Because Scum has almost nothing. I would say these 2 pilots, but Boba in particular, they make up for the entire faction, especially in hyperspace right now. We're going to go over to the Mac cam. I get too aggressive with my Yeah, so, okay, Boba likes to be at range 1, but getting shot at range 1 is not good for Boba because 3 or 4 dice to his 2 agility, even if he rolls out and gets the 2 evades, he's guaranteed to take 1 to 2 damage. And he only has 4 shields. And when you're rolling more dice, you're more likely to roll a crit result. And almost, I'd say half the crits in the deck are very bad for Boba. You will lose a game if you get structural damage. You're guaranteed to lose if you get a structural damage on Boba early. Wounded Pilot is annoying, but is okay for Boba. Blinded Pilot is terrible on Boba as well. So be careful how you engage with him. Even though you can be slippery, because you have Fearless doesn't give you the excuse to get into range 1 of ships that can shoot you. Be careful. Discord scares me. Yeah, Boba can't get out of Discord. He has to find a way to get close to an obstacle with it to lose it. And again,
All right, I'm ready when you are.
go for it. Here we go. Andrew's gonna move. What you do?
3 forward.
3 forward, sure. Kashka is very good on Timo Rob in UK System Open 1 with Kashka Boba. An Initiative 3 Fire Spray is interesting, one that can get rerolls if people have stress tokens, one that can give out stress tokens if close to M0 to 1 of a ship with 000. I'd say that list can fail against aces, that just if Kashka gets focus fired within the first 15 minutes of the game. Boba in a Dream is fun, but it also never works out, especially if your opponent's list, let's say 5 A-Wings, hasn't taken much, if any, damage. Timo is very good. Yep, he is. And that's why nobody Fire Spray Pilot in Kashka, not a nobody, but for quite a while you don't hear Kashka Frost. That's not a household name. That's why he was able to do so well. Is because he probably practiced a ton, and the fact that he's very good.
Luke is going to go 3 forward as well.
Sure.
S-foils are closed.
You don't have S-foils with 10. You put the S-foil token.
No, I do not. Oh, sorry. No,
No,
I don't have S-foils on 10.
Luke attempt to do a barrel roll in.
So you see Andrew is still kind of committing. He's being a little more vague with how he's approaching Boba, which is, I think, ideal because he hasn't opened up his flank to anybody as of yet. Or into the dice cam.
Sorry about that. Of course, now I guess
17 viewers. Thank you guys.
matter because I'll have to
It's
mark.
awesome. Crash test with snap or outmaneuver. So here's the thing with outmaneuver. It depends on who's the marshal, who's the head judge, because that is not clear. If you can actually use outmaneuver at the rear arc, because using a rear arc is using a rear arc, in my opinion. So even if it's like, oh, you can use, special attacks out of your rear arc, like snapshot, outmaneuver isn't like a special attack. So I'm on them. I will die on the mountain of being like, that doesn't work. Hopefully that's FAQ. I'd say, okay, so let's talk about bad matchups for a player that's using Boba Fenn. So not a meta matchup that I think is really, really scary is actually the Dead Man Switch Fireballs.
I'm going to target lock.
Attempt
Attempt to target lock.
to lock.
Lando.
Yep, got it.
I got it. For the first green or forward is a blue maneuver. All right, so target lock tokens.
Number 2,
Yeah, we did.
somewhere in there.
So here it is. All right, got a.
Rule it is working until FAQ. That's fine. I don't agree with it, but like there's nothing wrong with him.
Target lock, and then
I don't think it makes sense. Anything that is that vague, I don't think you should be able to rule for if it's not clear and it seems to go against some sort of wording. I don't think it should be ruled that way, but that's just my opinion. I'm no expert.
for the second ability, range 0 to 3, I'll give a focus action to 10 nub.
Okay. Cool. Alright, Boba. I'm gonna go the other way. So if I had done a 2-turn in, I would be right here getting shot by 2 ships. One has locked on me, so we're not gonna let that happen yet. We're not cool with that. Alright, so it looks like Lando is kind of trying to chase me. So let's kind of try to get out of town a little bit, try to set up a better engagement. So boosting out. So now Lando has to make a decision to chase me or to try to go in on Fenn. Fenn's doing his 4 forward. And he's going to do a boost 1 forward and focus. And takes the stress. Alright, so Fenn round will shoot. Looks like if I have it, it's going to be range 3. We got range 3 into 10. Three hits.
Oh, dang.
Just rolling
2
2.
hits.
Spend the focus.
Focus. Takes 1 shield.
Simple shield.
Not bad.
Not bad. Rough.
Alright, so now we check just to make sure we don't miss anything.
Yeah, I don't
There's no shots. Alright, go back to that. Focus clears. Alright, here's what I'm thinking with, so this could be a pivotal turn. I feel like being a quote-unquote good or knowledgeable, at least, X-Wing player is identifying when pivotal turns can be. I feel like this might be one of them. So here's what I'm thinking with Fenn. Here's his dial. Actually, this is what I meant. And Boba. Nathan's trying to tell you what I'm dialing in. Hi, Nate. So I did the boost because of so Lando's the only ship that can get reasonably close to Boba this turn. Luke can't move fast enough this turn, and 10 is a B-wing. We also have Fenn over here, so I'm making him think about where Fenn's going to be, while Boba being at range 6, and who knows where he is next turn. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Cool, go for it.
Alright. I think Nick is right about this being a pivotal turn. Gonna go high risk, high reward. 10 nub is gonna do a 2 K turn.
Ooh.
And we'll get stressed.
Yeah, you didn't lay it there. Maybe next time. So you could do a barrel roll for to get a focus as well.
That is true. I don't know if this is the turn that I wanted to use that.
No, that's fair. That is fair.
Because I still don't know what could happen. I'm gonna go 2 hard white for Lando.
Uh-oh. Getting close to that rock.
I think we're landing on it. Yeah, it's gonna just land on rock.
Lando parks on the rock there.
Whoops. Alright, roll.
Damage.
But, no stress. I can...
2 hard is not red, is it?
No, I
Yeah,
just...
you're not stressed.
Rock rolls.
You're good.
Can't shoot though, that's a bummer. And then Luke is going to open
Sure.
That's foils. Sorry about that. I flipped the dial too soon. And then we'll do that. And then Luke is gonna take a focus.
Do they have a 3 hard? Does who have a 3 hard? B-Wing? Does B-Wing have a 3 hard?
B-Wings? I don't believe
I think they do.
no 3 hard. They have a red 3 bank, a green 3 forward, and that's it for the 3s.
So Boba's doing a 4K.
Alright, it's coming back in fight.
It's important when having contraband cybernetics, you cannot use contraband after like revealing your dial. So the trigger is before you activate, so that's before you reveal your dial. I didn't want to in this situation, but that could be something that could mess you up if you think that you have more time to do it than you actually do. So Bo was stressed. Okay. Doing a 2 bank with that.
Alright.
Whew. And I will
Gamble's gamble.
So if I boost forward, 10's going to be shooting me as a mod, so that's shouldn't be that stupid. So I'm going to do a barrel roll. Now, this is important, how if I get real close to the rock, I might tip my hand about what I might be doing next turn. Going back is a decent idea here. Middle isn't bad. So I'm out of range of Luke now, it appears. 10, no shot for him, and landed on a rock. He's a ways away anyway. Let's do... all the way back it is. I'm not focusing because I don't want to be stressed. Here's the thing with Fenn. He's very predictable when he's stressed. He's almost always doing it too hard, sometimes a 2 bank, but it's almost always a 2 hard. So unless you need to take the focus, don't take the stress. You can help it. So I'm not getting shot, so why focus? I'm not shooting, why focus? Has a 3, yeah, the YT has a 3 turn. Okay, so shooting.
Oh, yeah, the YT. I thought I could find the rock.
Shot? Yeah, nothing. Cool.
That's did not mean to fly under the rock.
All right, so where is Lando going to be going this turn? Here's what I'm thinking with them. Okay. Hi, Nick. Hello. Sup 312. Hello. Hello. Like George Takei. Hello. Hello. Driving home, got you on in the background. Aw. Aw. I will say The Office is a great show for background noise, and it's a good show. So I'm going to take it as a similar compliment and say, hey, I got you on as background noise because it's enjoyable, right? All right, so here, okay, what are we doing with Boba? So let's look at where 10 is. He's facing the other way. See where Luke is. Luke's far away. Lando is the one that can get a shot on Boba here. And Boba's not an arc dodger per se, but he wants to be smart about when he takes shots. Okay, it's a 2-ship list, guys. You got to be smart. All right, so I got to think about this. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. How's everything look and sound on your guys' end? Is the audio okay? Visually, everything all right? Should be streaming in 1080, but 4K downsized to 1080. So if there's any visual issues, let me know. Sounds good. 25 minutes, no shots? Yes, Dutch, this is how it goes sometimes. I've also been talking a lot, and we've been taking our sweet time. So that's why I mentioned time being something to think about, because this isn't just a regular game. When I play opponents, I don't ramble the whole time and take a while. Audio video is awesome. Thank you. You talk a lot? Never. Okay, Nate. Nate is one of our local guys. He's currently undefeated in league, but of course he chose not to show up because he knew I had Boba Fenn. This could be a league game for you if you want it to be.
Yeah, we can make a league game
because you've already played me once.
We can make it a league game.
It's a league game. But the video sounded pretty good. So I'm bad. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. Probably want to pick up our basically just a little bit.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's not your. I'm kind of participating. All right, ready?
Yep.
Let's go. All right. 10 is the one bank.
To clear the stress.
For now, let's see. We might get it back, depending on what you want to do.
Yep.
And 10 lost a shield, right? But you took it away.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah. Took it away. We got 3
You took it
shields.
away.
I'm going to...
Like the choices so far. Yeah, I mean, there's 2 different styles of this list. You go aggressive, and you just hope and pray. I don't... So here's why I hate jousting, because you leave it up to the dice way too much. Yeah, when you have mods, the dice, that's why mods exist, but you don't... Jousting means that you're just rolling a lot of dice into each other and not shooting unanswered shots. And with, again, with the 2 ship list, with a fat bid, there's a reason why we have such a huge investment in these 2 ships in particular, is because they want to be doing dirty things, and if you're dead, you can't do dirty things.
we're bumping.
Bumping?
Yeah. We got Bump City.
Just gonna go a little bit more. Yeah, you got it. Luke bumps. And Lando, what's Lando doing?
Lando's probably gonna bump.
You might fit. So Lando's a too hard. No, you're good. I don't think you hit the rock again too. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm thinking I was gonna...
But you only get 1 action because you did a too hard.
Yep. Alright, and that action is...
X-Wings don't have... Did you do a 5 straight?
I did 4 straight.
You did 5 straight.
Oh.
Good catch. Let's just go back.
Yep.
So let's...
So we'll bump then.
Let's go. And now let's let's mark with a different template because you need to use this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he meant to do a 4. He grabbed the 5. The 4 and 5 can look similar sometimes. You're not really paying too much attention.
New,
Oh, you're good. That's
new template. This is the 5.
yeah. As you okay, and then you just use the other template. Oh, so you won't bump, but Lando might.
Right, Lando's gonna bump, but we're not gonna bump here.
So you get an action with him.
So, all right. So,
Good catch, Dutch. Thank you.
yeah, thank
Appreciate
you very
it.
much. No bumps. Anybody?
Yeah, they don't.
I'm gonna do a target lock for Luke.
Sure.
Luke is 6. We'll do here, and then Lando shockingly doesn't bump.
No, he does.
Oh, he
Oh, he did bump. Yeah.
Okay.
When I try to mark, when I with the marker, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I thought on my end it looked like it was in like at ring 0, but it's not. Cool. So Boba does 1 bank. Medium base for the win. That rock's got nothing on me. And so now I could stay here and not get shot by Lando because Lando does have a target lock on me. So I am perfectly fine staying here with Boba. I will attempt to lock just as where everyone is. Fails. Target lock, I guess, the rock because I have to lock something. And let's see. 2 bank, get skinny. What did you do? You just barrel rolled with it?
We just barrel rolled.
Okay.
I didn't want the stress again.
Sure.
Just in case I had to, because if I took the stress, I don't know what I could have done to clear. I wanted to have a little extra maneuverability options.
Yeah. So here's a gamble, guys. I'm gonna do a boost. And now 10 would be shooting 3 dice if it's in range. I'm going to bet it's not in range. I'm not going to take a focus. So now we're going to go to engagements. Luke won't have a shot. Lando won't have a shot.
Yeah.
And 10 has no shot.
Okay.
So back to the dice.
Back to those. Camera angle is perfect. Yeah, I fixed the camera angle so it finally, it doesn't look too far away. That was something that was driving me crazy for too long. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking with Boba. Here's what I'm thinking with that. Famous last words, Fenn, no focus. But if you're not getting shot, there's no way you need to worry about not having one at defense. Not a fan of that Fenn dial. Is that the maneuver or this the dial? Be specific! What do you mean?
Alright. I'm good. Let me start moving?
Yep, go for it.
Alright. B-Wing's gonna go 3 forward.
Sure. That is a 3, right?
Yeah.
Is it?
The 3
Yeah, it is. Sorry.
Nice. Fine check. Three forward there. I'm going to barrel roll.
Sure.
Slide it back.
Cool. Luke!
Gonna move.
Doing a 4K.
It's gonna go 4K.
Remember, guys, a lot of Boba Fenn is playing mind games too. Like, you know, being good at it is one thing, but
Thinking of doing
Lando.
that to set up my next turn,
Sure.
but may have been a mistake. Lando's gonna go 2 forward. And
so how come with 10 you're not barrel roll focusing? Because you want the mod?
yeah, that could have been probably better in that situation.
Just say you did it.
Um,
if you're cool with it.
Yeah,
Do you want to do it?
yeah. I mean,
You can clear the stress fairly easily.
that would yeah. I
Sure.
mean, that would have been a good turn to clear stress.
It's
on.
fine, guys. Chill.
That would have been better. Nick is a very gracious teacher.
Andrew's been playing with us for like a few months, right?
Yeah.
3 months?
Yeah, about 3 months since I started X-Wing. The action I'm going to pass to 10 nub, since that was a blue maneuver, would be
Lock.
target lock
Nice.
here. And then for Lando's action, I am going to rotate
Cool.
the bow tie. But I'm also wondering if that might have been a bad idea, because Bubba's
Rebate?
come off the butt. That would have been bad.
And I am going to boost forward 1.
Get that one shot off with such value.
So now he's real close to Luke.
Yeah. Stressed.
And he's so I'm doing a 2 talon roll. Alright, so let's see where that puts me. I go all the way forward. Where does that put me? Way back. So I might get shot here. So definitely the risk very risky. I'm getting shot once at range 3. There's no way I die here. Knock on wood, watch I find a way to die. I'm gonna go all the way forward. That's fine. Am I all the way forward here?
Yes.
Sure. Alright. Alright, so your 5s have a shot. Oh no, you have a shot.
I got a
Boba.
shot at the back on Boba.
Yep. Range 3.
Yeah.
Boba gets a reroll here because of Luke at range 1. You got the lock on.
I do have block.
Yep.
Sorry, so 3 dice.
Bubba.
First shots. I'm gonna spend the target lock.
Nice. That's what I want. So reroll 2 takes a shield. It's fine.
Okay. Yikes.
The Boba takes 1 shield. The rerolls can really be good at mitigating things, taking range 3 shots, but yeah, reroll is also pretty good.
Yeah.
So Boba is going to shoot into Luke. Range 1, he gets 1 reroll. He's going to use the reroll. Spend the force for 3.
Neutral in 2. Ooh.
Oh,
Blinks.
half points on Luke, real fast. All right, so now this fun shot. And it's out, folks.
Out.
It's out. Dutch Cuthbert. Got you, boy. You did not like that move. So basically, here's it. So what you could have. So you do the 3 forward, and this is the right call because Fenn is trying to turn in and get close to
Yeah.
you. If you go this way, that is just a brilliant guess that probably is like 50-50 toss-up, but then you definitely have it. But there's nothing like you did exactly what I think I would have done too. Like
Yeah. I was hoping to set that up better. That did not.
clear the focuses, all
pan
the
out
tokens.
well.
All right. All right, so guys, Fenrir, this is what I'm thinking. Focus, autofocus, you can do it. There we go. See the barrel rolled forward instead of back. All right, sure. So I went that all the way forward.
Wait, oh, you
He
did?
wants to check what would have happened if I had.
Oh, if you did
Yeah,
that.
it Dutch. It's out no matter what.
Yeah, it's out.
Got about an inch.
But it's closer.
Yeah, a little bit closer. What was I doing? So he was like that. I believe that doesn't look right, guys. Let me know. I believe that's where he was. Sure. Yeah, I believe that. The arc. I might have to go back half a notch. If that doesn't look right, guys, let me know. I can go back half a notch. Oh, 10. Move 10 forward. Oh, okay. So what did you barrel roll middle with that, or didn't you barrel roll all the way?
I barrel rolled all the way back.
Oh, all the way back. So he's seeing.
Oh, if I had done
Yeah, I think if you had gone.
forward instead of back.
Is that lined up there?
No, you gotta slide it back. There you go.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah. Barely.
Maybe. Barely. I think it's barely out. You barreled all the way back. Is that good? Wind up?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, guys, the reason why this game's taking a little bit longer is because we're talking through a lot of this and checking things, and this is called practice. It's called practice, folks. He barreled back. Yeah, so it looks like, I think, I was checking over the rock, but closest point still about, like, this much out. So. All right, so Boba. Here's what I'm thinking with Boba. Hey Nick, I've got another stream to watch. Will this be on YouTube later? Yes. I have two more games I need to upload. There'll be one more game after this tonight. We're gonna play 2 games. I assume you're cool with that, right? Playing 2 games tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Within a couple days. 312 Squads are on YouTube. I haven't really been advertising our YouTube channel. I'm gonna start doing it soon. But if you guys want to watch replays of our games, that is where you will find it. Appreciate you.
Good.
Cool. So there's Boba's maneuver. We did Fenn's, and I'm set. No system phase stuff.
The start of the activation phase, I will activate Leia.
Agreed, Paul. Go for a second. Activating Leia.
Yep. To reduce the red maneuvers of all of my friendly ships.
Sure. Even though 2 of them are stress. And maybe that's for Lando.
Yeah, they're 2.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. It's white. It's white. It goes from red to white. It doesn't matter.
Correct.
It's been a while since I've used it. Mind me.
Good. I feel like this is.
Are you guys enjoying this so far? How would you rate the quality of this exhibition? Hopefully you're getting something out of it, and it's not a waste of your time. Do appreciate you guys stopping by, hanging around, trying to grow our viewership. Again, we're a super casual stream, but I try really hard to make things look good, sound good. Enjoy it. Cool. Wish you best of luck. Give me some things to think about. How I play this list. Yeah, thanks. Again, there's nothing inherently right about what I'm doing, but this is kind of, I've learned a lot about with the games I've struggled or been decimated, and what I should be reconsidering. So,
B-Wing's
I
doing
appreciate
a 2K,
okay.
Which is now white.
Sure. 10 doesn't care. He loves the stress.
We'll take that.
Mm-hmm.
Luke is going to do a 4K.
Luke!
Which is now white to hopefully catch Bubba, maybe rectify some of our past mistakes. We'll see what happens there.
Okay. You got force, so
Yep.
you got mods.
Got force, which is good. We're going to go too hard.
Sure.
Lando. Which is white.
Nick, you going to Game Storm? Yes, I will be at Game Storm. Please say hello. I look forward to playing with y'all. I'm excited.
Lando's gonna grab a focus.
Video quality is great. I appreciate it. That's coming. I mean, that's a lot coming from a guy like Dutch. Thank you.
All right, that's
You're a very good
my
player.
that's my team.
That's the team.
It's my team.
All right, so Boba has a decision to make. So I reveal the one hard. And I'm going to go towards Luke. We're going for it. Get in there. Going to get shot a few times.
Maybe finish him off.
So now I have a force. So what I'm going to do I'm going to reinforce the front. So rarely, Boba doesn't reinforce very often. It's a red action, but because I'm getting shot by 2 ships with 3 attack dice, 1 at range 1, so I'll get 4. I want to mitigate damage, not get halved as early. So that's what I'm doing. So now I cancel the second hit. Fenn, 2 bank. So he's still using that. I've noticed that using Fenn around rocks, obstacles, gas clouds, you hug around those obstacles because ships can't fly too close to them, and he gets the cover and the bonus for it. It's just things to think about. So I'm going to do a boost.
That clears the stress.
That clears the stress, exactly. So I'm going to boost here. So good. And focus. And so now Fenn's going to engage. It's going to be range 3 in the Luke. I could shoot it in Lando, but Luke is the one that is the most damage. Yep. And he is very good. So 3 attack dice in the Luke.
Range 3.
You got props in the layup play. That was pretty good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. So dice or dice, so 1 hit. Get 3 dice.
Come on, Luke.
Luke.
All right, we got
easy. All right, so now Luke. So you can shoot now. You want Lando. You want Luke to shoot.
Luke will. I'll have Luke take the first shot.
Assume it's range 1.
Range 1.
Yeah. So Boba gets his 2 dice, a reroll, and a force, as well as his reinforce.
Very nice. All right, we are gonna spend a force to turn that.
Sure. So hit, crit, crit.
To hit.
I'm gonna use the reroll. That happens sometimes. I will. So.
There's reinforce.
So reinforce is gonna cancel one of them. I could take 2 shields here. Lando's still shooting at me, so I do need to spend the force. I take a shield. So dodge 1, take 1, cancel, or dodge 1, cancel 1, take 1, or whatever order. Still takes the damage. I'll update that here. So Boba's down to 2 shields left. Now Lando, closest point's going to be obstructed, and I believe
That can
be range.
Can I choose to shoot rear to dodge the reinforce?
No, you have to be you have to be
whatever the
splitting
closest
you have to
is.
be splitting the halfway point between my base basically to be
Okay. So range
nullifying
2.
it. Yeah. Yeah, you can never choose which point to shoot at. You must shoot at your closest points.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Range 2.
So I do get the instruction in a reroll.
Rolling
I did
3.
miss
I'll
the-
spend the focus.
Cool. For 2. I did miss the maul
For
trigger,
2.
but I would have taken another stress and a double stress Boba. I don't know if that's the best thing. Oh, well, so use the reroll. Takes 1, because reinforce, I have to take 1 anyway. So 1 more shield down, Boba. Alright, now Boba's hoping to get some
Boba.
punishment in the loop here.
Ooh, buddy.
4 dice.
Ooh, buddy.
Ooh, 3 already. Reroll, alright, hit crit.
Oh.
Taking a crit at least.
Oh, I'll send the force. Well, I get a force back for for defending.
Sure.
But then
You
I'll spend
1.
it.
Takes hit crit, right?
Yeah.
So you should already have a damage card.
I have damage card already.
Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't see it. And the crit is?
Hit. Oh, the crit disabled power regulator.
Oh no! So next turn, Luke's ionized.
All right.
There it is. Alright, I'll put that on there.
Before you engage, gain 1 iron token after you execute. Alright, the credits card. Alright, well at least we're not going to get
So we'll know where Luke is in a turn, but not
to
this
a
next.
rock.
So,
Yikes.
10 now.
Yeah.
So 10
It's going to be range 3.
is going to be range 3,
The bow.
and the closest point is going to be back here. So I don't reinforce because I reinforced the front. I get 3 dice in a reroll.
Pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 10.
Oh, 1.
Bummer. Can't spend the stress.
Got it.
Shucks. Okay.
Use the force, Luke.
Do you ever pick your rocks to blow up with seismics as you start? Does that influence your setup? I just choose big rocks and then you clump them in the center. Boba flying through. Boba likes to kind of channel and bait through the rocks because if people get too close, he could fly by them and drop a seismic on the way out. If they're stressed or if their dial is limited, it's even harder for them to avoid the damage.
So Ion is a 2 forward.
A one forward blue, and you can only focus.
Okay.
You're not ionized yet though. Next turn.
That's at the activation, so after I...
So before you engage, you're already engaged, so you're good this turn. Or this turn, you will get an ion token.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Decisions. All right, this is what I'm thinking with Boba. Nate says he's not Luke. He's betting Luke will get an ion token because he thinks he's gonna die. Okay,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, that's possible.
All right. It's a little tougher with Fenn right now, but here's what I'm thinking.
Typical Nate. I'm actually Nate. What do you tie with? With apologies to Andrew.
Okay, it's funny.
Wait, what's up?
No, he's just an ion joke. Sure, everything's updated. Cancel this. Cool.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready?
Sure, let's do it.
Leia gets energy back.
Too hard with them?
We're gonna go 2 hard to 10.
Staying stressed.
Staying stressed, but hoping maybe we can catch Fenn. Trying to come in and do a thing.
Do the thing. Okay.
Didn't go
Lando.
as far as I thought.
One forward?
Yep. He's gonna go 1 forward. Lando is going to, this is a blue maneuver, so we get 2 actions.
Sure.
First one's going to be a target lock onto Fenn. The second one will be a focus.
Nice.
Everybody's
Pretty
stressed.
good.
And then Luke is going to go 1 forward to clear the stress. Oop, that's a bump
It's like a
there.
bump, yeah. All right, Boba. Just gonna 1 bank.
I'll do it.
Yeah, we'll clear the stress.
Okay. He's going to... He will target lock Lando. And now Fenn bumps. It's a good shot for Lando for sure.
We did it.
Would
Okay.
you- yeah, sometime. Yeah, I don't know if I go this way. I'm being shot at. 2 ships. Kill Luke anyway. Yeah, tubing in hindsight is better, but when your opponent has an opportunity to block, you don't know exactly where they're going to be.
So you mean to pick up my guy?
Yeah.
Got the bump.
Not going to be on the rock at least.
That's true.
Cool. So Fenn could take some punishment here. No mons, so he's hoping just not to roll total blanks.
That's what we're hoping.
Okay, so Fenn has got range 1, so he gets 5 dice. No fearless.
Damn.
2.
Now Lynn's got all shields. All right. I guess
Take the
take
shields?
2 shields off. Probably want to save that.
Sure. All right. So now
Luke.
Luke.
Well, at least he gets a shot off me.
Yeah.
It's range 2.
Yep. I think Fenn could die here. Fenn does die.
Well, we'll spend 2 force because I ain't living. Going 2
He
hits.
has a lock too, but
No. Oh, I had a lock.
I do take a damage.
Should have spent a lock. Oh well.
All right. So now you need. So now it's up to Lando to try to kill Fenn. If Fenn doesn't die here, I consider it a
Lando-
victory. So range 1, so I do
Range
get
4 dice.
I get 4 dice. You get
Got
4
a target lock.
and the focus. So.
Energy back. Wasteman. This last time I played mech with this list, he killed all of my ships. So it's I'm doing. I feel
No, you're good,
better
you're good. Yeah, you're doing good.
about this one.
All right. Here's what I'm doing with Fenn.
How much time do we have left?
17 minutes. Fenn rail, if it ever happens. There we go. We'll mark damage sensor again, Fenn. Damage sensor ray. Can only focus for actions. I can also repair it. That's another action I can do, which is fun. Here's what I'm thinking for Boba.
Alright. Good when you are. Are you dropping?
Ready? I will. So system phase. These are opportunities I have to drop my seismic charges. I have 2 potential rocks I could hit, so I will be dropping it. Only 3 points. Not bad. All right.
Okay. 4. Just gonna go 1 forward. Does that bump?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Alright.
Yeah, for sure. So you clear stress.
Do clear the stress.
And Lando.
Which is, that's a bummer. Does not get seismic. Did not plan on that. Ugh. 2.
Get skinny. Large base.
And then rock again.
Yeah, looks like you moved it a little bit. What do you do? Lando just barely nabs the rock. It's tough with the large bases, guys. That's why Boba can have such a benefit with the medium base.
So, then I gotta roll.
Yeah. Roll for the dodge. No damage. Hey, twice you hit a rock.
Lucky on those rolls, yeah.
Alright. 2 bank. This is close. But again, medium base is very good. So misses the rock. He's going to boost around. He's going to try to align a better shot in a couple turns. Boost is good. It's a white boost. And then Fenn, if you could mark, can do the 5 forward. Okay. So good news, I'm not being shot at by Lando or
Or
10.
I wanted to turn
yeah, I got you. So
Oh, I wanted to turn the turret.
I could either repair damage sensor array or focus, and I'm gonna repair it.
Yeah, why not?
So that's gone. And regen. All right, guys. So we're gonna do the seismic charge. So I can choose 2 different rocks. I'm gonna hit the one that would hit. Uh-oh! I just killed Fenn. Oh no! I forgot he was there. So you could do that too. So so I blow up myself, but that's fine. I wanted to kill Fenn. That's one thing though. Those are the mistakes that you make with seismic charges too. So just be careful.
I didn't even think about that.
I couldn't have boosted anyway. I did the fastest.
I lose a shield on
you. Exactly.
10. Oh my gosh.
Can I get an F for Fenrow? Okay, so 10 to lose the shield. Yeah, again, I couldn't have barrel rolled or boosted there. I also can't expect Lando to hit a rock. So either way, I'm probably dying there. If I turn in, he just shoots me with his rear arc, with his side arc. And so yeah, I also in that situation just don't hit myself. I choose the rock that wouldn't hit anybody. But
yeah, you could have picked the other rock.
I checked range of my ship, and that means that I chose the target. So we're not taking it back. Gotta live with your mistakes.
Ew.
No, he didn't fly off the table. I did what I did with you, Nate. I just dropped a bomb on him by accident. I was all like, oh, cool, perfect seismic charge opportunity. And then Fenn was like barely in range 1 of the rock. And he's like, again, these are reasons why I lose games. So it's 71-63 Boba versus the world.
However, it's a pretty strong Boba, so.
So in these situations, you have to find ways to get shots but not take half points. That is a challenge.
Okay. I think I don't want Boba to come in at range 1.
Cool. All right, here we go. Go for it.
Downtown. All right.
Too hard.
I'm not a coward, so I'm gonna.
That's so funny. I was like, as soon as I'm like, oh, it hits 10. It's like, oh, and it hits 10. This is not the first time that I've, so one time I dropped a seismic and intentionally hit Fenn because I was counting on like an average dice roll and then I didn't get it and he died anyway and I was like, all right, don't be like me, kids.
All the way back. That. And the too hard.
Sure.
Lando.
There you go, in the rock.
Off the rock.
Could boost if you wanted to. You rotate your arc.
You could figure out. Well,
The Lando card falls.
you could figure out where that is. Could do a boost. It's red, but I think that's fine. This one. That's fine. I'm gonna do a boost, and I'll take the stress.
Sure. Stress, Flendo. Go to 2 hard with Boba. Yeah, boost.
It's always tricky how maneuverable like Boba is.
He's good.
That's great. Wow.
Alright. So let's see. Range 3 into 10. So hoping for some results here. 10 is not a focus, is he? Spend for 2. 2 shields, so shields are down, right?
Shields are down.
Alright, almost half points.
Yeah, not.
Almost!
Thank God for the hull upgrade.
And looks like 10 has no shot.
No. Would be astonished.
Okay. Here we go again. What blues do you have on the dial?
On which one?
You have, I think this is back.
Yeah, that's back. Which?
Or,
Those are both my dots.
yeah, sorry, on the Falcon.
That's the Falcon.
Here it is. Cool. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. For those of you still watching, great bomb plays. Thank you. Hey, sometimes you gotta kill your own ships because it's more entertaining. I mean, you can't deny that was entertaining. Again, I did the fastest maneuver I could have done. I hadn't damage sensor right, so I couldn't have barrel rolled for focus. You have to, you have to slow things down and just be methodical when you do things like that. And I wasn't, so I paid for it.
Alright, I'm good.
Okay, go ahead.
Go too hard. The thought is to prevent you from too hard in another direction. I'll have
Alright, we got 6 minutes.
oh, alright.
You're good. Barrel roll.
Yeah.
Do the roll.
Do a roll.
Just roll, or did you want to focus as well?
No, I just wanted to.
Just want to roll.
Oh yeah, we'll do the focus roll.
Okay. Cool. Let's do it. All right.
Stress roll.
2 bank.
Yep.
Oh yeah. There it goes.
There he goes. It's lovely. And first action, I'll rotate the thing. Rotate the thing. And then for the second action, I'll do a target lock on
Boba.
The two.
Cool. All right.
So my hope is if you were gonna do a hard turn one way, you'll either be in my arc this way, or you'll bump if you try to
Sure.
go the
So
other way.
I did a 2 bank.
That's my thought process.
Yeah, I get it. So here's the thing, is that if I bump, I don't get shot by Lando. Alright, we're gonna try to clear it. Oh yeah. Let's see. And we're gonna do a boost. Not gonna shoot anybody this turn, but I get out of arc. Both of them.
Ah, wow.
Close to getting a shot, but missed out.
All right, back to dials again.
Yeah, that one was away. Got 2 minutes left.
Alright.
All right.
Yep, I'm ready. Going to activate Leia.
Sure.
It's the start of the activation phase.
Fan stress, doing 1 heart.
Yep.
Do you like the templates?
I do. Very nice.
Boom bin. Doesn't matter anyway. You wouldn't get actions anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well bump.
It's kind
Yeah.
of like that.
To do it loosely. There you go. Still stress. Did Leia. Lando. 2 bank.
For my first action, I'm going to rotate my turret.
Sure.
Second action, gonna take a focus.
Okay. Cool. So I'll use Contraband Cybernetics. Do a 3-down roll.
Okay.
Yeah. And run over the rock. I don't get an action anyway. No.
Ugh.
Yeah, but I won't.
Yeah, 1K, that'd be better.
Let's see. I can re-roll if I. Oh, that's. I guess I'll go for it anyway. It was worth the risk. Okay.
Wow.
So
Very
I
nice.
roll for damage. take the damage.
Ugh.
And then stress. Cool. All right. Thought I was going to clear that. It was just by a hair. Okay,
Yeah.
so Lando.
Lando. Probably
is the
range
only shot.
3?
I think it's range 2. Range 2.
Range 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
3 dice.
3
And
dice.
2, I'm going to check if I get a reroll here. I do. I don't.
Oh, wow.
Cool. Heavy lifting for Boba.
That seems good. Well,
Sure.
so I have to. Oh, yeah, my force is
force.
like somewhere floating around space.
Yeah. Of course.
So that sucks. So what happens is I spend it, I take half anyway, which seals the game for it, because half on Boba is a lot. Fuel leak. And then I just try to get points by shooting it to 10. I'll gain a stress after I force back, after I take damage. Spend it for 2, gets half at least. 2, and that's the game. Cool. Good game. Well done. Well played. So final, I didn't put Boba's health in. Takes.
You got half out to a nub.
Yeah, so 127.89. That was a good game. Well. GG. Yep, we're gonna play another just because we usually play 2 games when we're here. We're gonna take a few minutes and we'll be back. So yeah, that was. I mean, listen, we can talk about it though. So there's some things. I felt like I did a decent job. Like about. That's the thing with the 2 ship list too. You can play most of the game well, and then you make a mistake
Also,
or a bad decision, and things change.
I heard
Good night.
Nick talking about how vulnerable Fenn was and decided to switch strategies like halfway through.
Yeah, I should have 2-bank down, but I wasn't sure where Luke was going. But if I did the 2-bank down, then I avoid getting shot by 10, and then I get to kill Luke before Luke would shoot me anyway. So in hindsight,
Going either.
that's where Fenn goes. If I didn't hit the rock, I don't take the damage, and then I don't get halved, and then I get the points to win. So those are, that it literally comes down to that. So
And it was
if I
just-
don't hit the rock, I take an action. I could reinforce. I could focus.
And bad luck on Seismic too, because I
Yeah.
would have spent an extra turn having to chase Fenn around.
Yeah. It is what it is. All right, so we'll clean up. We'll be back in 10 minutes.